You know, over the last few years, one of the most popular baits that you now see on the market are glide baits. And what I mean by glide baits are things like a sweet beaver or a Berkeley beast or a Lake Fork flipper, things like that. And one of the reasons they become so popular is because they imitate a crawfish, which is one of the bass's main forage species, and it also goes through cover very efficiently. Now, I want to show you a little tip today on a different way you can rig a glide bait that'll help you out, especially when you're fishing around docks and even around brush and stuff like that. And what I've done, I've got a Lake Fork flipper here, and it's really pretty similar to a sweet beaver. It's a little bit longer bait, and I've actually taken the hook and rigged it backwards. The hook actually goes in through the bottom here, and then the hook point is actually in this part of the bait. So it's actually reversed the rigging of the bait. And you can see right there, it's not much different. All I've done is just taken that hook and reversed it. And what this will allow the bait to do is it will actually allow it to actually glide backwards if you give it some slack line. So when you throw it out and cast it, when it hits the water, if you give it just a little bit of slack, it'll actually glide back under the cover. Or in the case of a brush pile, it'll glide into the cover a lot better because it's more aerodynamic when it's going back that way, and the line is actually not inhibiting the bait from falling at all. One little trick you can use if you want to make it fall a little bit faster through the brush, and if you're fishing a little bit thicker cover, is actually add a nail to the bait. And all I've got here is a little tiny finish nail, and all you'll do is insert it to that front end of the bait, which is now actually the back end of the bait. So you go right through the nose of the bait with the nail. And now what the bait will do, since you've got a little bit more weight, it'll actually slide a little bit faster down. So that's going to be real good if you're trying to fish it around brush or to get it further back underneath the dock. It'll let that bait go a little bit faster. Really, the hookup ratio is about the same as if you fished it regular style. You really don't need a big weight on it because most of the momentum of the bait is towards the back of the bait now. So it's going to just slide right down as long as you give it some slack. That's one of the key things. You have to give it slack. If you don't give the bait slack, it's just going to kind of fall straight down and you're not going to get the action you want. So this is just a little tip you might want to try the next time you're fishing a glide type bait around docks or brush. I think it'll help you out.